Hello, my name's Conor Downey, and I'm doing option 2 for the second video project for the English literature class, and which is the option for Charles Dickens' Hard Times novel and how utilitarianism is represented in it. So basically, Charles Dickens wrote the novel in order to make it very apparent that he was not in favor of utilitarianism. All the characters in the book are designed in order to make it apparent by the end of the book that utilitarianism would not end well for anyone. So he places the novel in this imaginary coat town, which was supposedly based off of the real life Victorian England. So it's very bleak and not a good place to be, really. One of the quotes from there is that the jail might have been the infirmary might have been the jail, and the town hall might have been either. And so basically it's just reiterating what I just said. It's the very bleak town that all these people are in. The workers are known as hands. They're not known as people, they're known as hands. And they're all working for the greater good. So, which is what the idea of utilitarianism encompasses. It's everyone working by putting themselves in a worse off place for the benefit of the greater good. Now, while that's a good idea, a lot of times it doesn't end up happening. And so you have people in the book like Thomas Gradgrind, or Mr. Gradgrind, his son was Tom Gradgrind. All these people who are just sort of reaping the rewards of what the lower people are sowing. So you've got Gradgrind, you've got Bounderby, who was a business owner, and he's a very obnoxious person. And these are the two people, the main people in the book, who are really pushing for utilitarianism. And I think one of the main reasons for that is because they're almost capitalizing on the situation. So it's good for them to have all these workers under them, not in the case of Gradgrind, but Bounderby. But Gradgrind is he's still a businessman, and he's sort of a higher level tier person. And he puts his son and daughter through this utilitarianistic school, and basically all this stuff happens in the novel. Tom robs a bank because of what he's reduced to because of utilitarianism. Louisa is sort of reduced to a emotionless, soulless, unmarried woman, which was a terrible thing to be back in the day. And so by the end of the novel, the only person who has a really good, okay life is Sissy Jupe, who was the only person who wasn't subjected to this utilitarianism way of learning and being through her whole life, because she was from the circus that came into town halfway through the book. Not halfway through, a little bit. But, so yeah, he basically juxtaposes the life of the people who are suffering, for lack of a better word, from this utilitarianistic way of thinking with people who aren't subjected to that. And it makes it blatantly obvious that he is not too into the idea of having people live utilitarianistically. So I think that's all I've got to really say about that. He uses the book solely for that purpose. Thank you.